Celebration continued in Odin. Yet the princess carried wounds deeper than the eye could see. For many months, the queen, her mother, and the maidens of the palace cared for her. They washed her, fed her, sat beside her through quiet nights, restoring the dignity that cruelty had tried to steal. Wise herbal doctors gathered sacred plants from forests and rivers, grinding roots, boiling leaves, healing both body and spirit. Slowly, strength returned. And always, nearby, stood Chika. Not demanding, not claiming reward, not reminding the kingdom what he had done. Only waiting, encouraging, guarding hope, like a quiet flame that refused to fade. And when the year had passed, Princess Odima stood strong once more. The light had returned to her eyes. The fear had faded from her heart. The laughter of the palace had found her again. And when she looked upon Chika, she saw not only a rescuer, but a good man. The man who had waited. The man who had believed. The man who had saved her life, without asking for her hand. And this time, the choice was hers. Under the blessings of elders and ancestors. Before drums, dancers, and a kingdom reborn in joy. Princess Odima became his bride. The wedding of Princess Odima and Chika became a celebration the kingdom would remember for generations. Drums thundered across Odin. Dancers filled the courtyard with color and movement. Different groups performed in honor of the royal union. Warriors with powerful rhythmic steps. Maidens with graceful flowing dances. And village drummers whose beats echoed through the hills. And in a moment that melted every heart, King Odima rose from his throne, taking the hand of his daughter, the child he once believed lost forever. The king danced with Princess Odima. Slowly, proudly, like a father thanking the heavens for returning what fate had almost taken. Beside them, the queen watched with shining eyes. Her joy could not be hidden, for the daughter she had mourned now danced beneath the sun as a bride. Around them, the kingdom rejoiced. Villagers stepped forward one by one, forming a long line before the royal couple. They brought gifts from their homes and farms, baskets of harvest, woven cloth, carved treasures, calabashes filled with palm wine. Simple offerings, given with grateful hearts. For to them, Chika is a hero. He was the man who returned their princess. King Odima stood once more, and before the elders and the entire kingdom, he rewarded Chika richly. Lands, honor, prosperity, and support for his labor. But greater than all gifts was the respect of a kingdom. Then the king spoke words that stunned the crowd. For Odin had no prince, no son to inherit the throne. Only one daughter, Princess Odima. And so King Odima declared before the elders that Chika, the man who had proven his courage, his patience, and his honor, would one day sit upon the throne of Odin, not only as the husband of the princess, but as the future king. The crowd erupted like thunder, for the kingdom knew Odin had found not just a hero, but its next ruler. Princess Odima and Chika began the life that destiny had written for them long before the storm began. And that is the story of Princess Odima of Odin. It reminds us that jealousy can bring trouble, but patience, courage, and a good heart will always win. And as we often say, what is meant for you will always find its way to you.